Host and first comedian of the evening. Y'all give it up for Mr. Charlie Reese.
Got a great show for you tonight. After making Sweet, Savage, Interracial Love, Under a Willow Tree, John Smith said to Pocahontas, you know, one day we're going to conquer this whole land. And she just looked at him and she said, how? Yeah, he said, just get under the blankets, let's go to sleep. See, a lot of people thought that they were savages when we first got here, but that was pretense. So, cheers. Lewis and Clark ate some magic mushrooms somewhere in Montana, and they ended up smoking the whole Sacagawea. Yeah, just a Lucy and a Lucy and a Lucy and a... Dude, where the hell are we? Idaho. Yellowstone though, man. You see the color of that lake? Why do those buffalo have wings? Anyway. You guys remember there was this like PC game we used to play when we were kids where you'd have to take like a wagon across the country with your family? I think it was called like Oregon Trail of Tears or something like that. Weird game. No, I mean like what kind of game makes a 7-year-old be like, hey mom, I know you're cooking dinner, but what's dysentery? Because you just died, or I don't know. It's weird, you know, you try so hard and get so far, and there's that river at the end, but in the end it doesn't even matter. So it's funny, you know, of all the times I've crisscrossed, I've never actually gotten applesauce. So maybe we should call it Indian style, you know, give them something back, right? Now they're a funny group of people, right? It's like they have a head dress, but they're not wearing any pants. Anyway, despite being illiterate, Sitting Bull is actually quite well read. Yeah, some people don't like that joke, and they have their reservations, that's fair. But just because they didn't have a written language doesn't mean they didn't have a rich oral history, guys. And, you know, they nearly got chalked off the map. I don't know if you know about our Apache. We have an Apache relationship with the natives, but it wasn't me, so don't sue me. Anyway, it's weird. I've actually met more Indians than I've met Native Americans in America. Does anybody have a higher feather to dot ratio, or? Just wondering. Okay. No, I always thought it was really strange that, you know, Britain established the state of Israel where they did, you know, rather than somewhere in India. Because I feel like the Jewish people might have appreciated being closer to the deli. Yeah. They could have been in casting over there or something. You know, you remember that Cocaine Bear movie? Cocaine Bear. It was so popular that they actually made a Bollywood version, and they called it Elephantanol. It's pretty interesting. Oh man. No, you know, when I was a kid, they told us you could be anything you want when you grow up. Like you could be a rock star, you could be an astronaut, and it turns out they were specifically talking to Katy Perry. So. No, they say that man walked on the moon, and I'm pretty sure that man was Michael Jackson. Keeps cutting in and out on my punchlines. Anyway, it's, no, you know, everybody found out that he was bad, right? You know, he was telling kids to beat it. But he was a pretty smooth criminal because, you know, he got away with it for a little while. But did we ever find out, black or white? Because I feel like he was looking at the man in the mirror and he couldn't even tell. No, I'm just kidding. Usually that joke never lands. Kind of like the moon. Anyway, no, just kidding. Here, we're having a good time. I'm not actually a flat earther, but I am an anti-globalist. Yeah, what do you guys think the chances the Illuminati is real? Like 1%? Just the 1%, I think. I wish I had more visual aids, you know? Because it's like so awkward telling someone in that intimate moment, you know? When you're taking your clothes off, you're just like... If it was more visual, maybe I wouldn't have to. No, I'm just kidding. Do your guys, do your ears have to get fucked to get hearing aids? We're having fun. We're having fun. So my grandmother lived with us when I was growing up, believe it or not. And I realized whenever she did laundry, she would always separate out the whites from the colors. But then when my mom did laundry, she really only ever separated out like the towels and the delicates. But when I do laundry, I like to throw everything in together and just do it in smaller loads. You know, it's cool how progression can happen in cycles, right? The tides really can turn. I mean, we're even throwing the Downies in there now. Sorry, I was raised by Koreans. That's where I got this dry clean sense of humor. But no, it's weird though. I have skinny jeans, but a fat family. So I guess jeans get faded. I mean, that is literally what hand-me-downs are. But honestly, I guess there's a bunch of stoners in my family because my jeans are ripped right now. Tell you what. You guys you heard about this Ozempic thing? It's like this weight loss. I guess you shoot it up, and that's not weird. But anyway, it makes you weight loss, and turns out it's actually making people blind. Which is great, because now they don't have to see how fat they are. Yeah. No more reading scales or ingredients or checking door measurements. No, I'm just kidding. Finding food is going to be a little bit trickier, though. Didn't really think about that. Seriously, what's up with the blinds? What, now I can't see outside? What's up with the gays? Well, it's not polite to stare. No, well, seriously, guys, what's up with the stairs? Maybe if those fatties found out, they wouldn't have... Sorry, that escalated on... we should be elevating them, is really what... Anyway, did you guys hear about Lizzo? Man, that was a big fat shame. Tell you what. Here's my question. If the vaccines don't make you gay, then what was with all the mandates? Yeah. I actually got vaccinated against my will as a child. No, it was circumcised. Yeah. Or actually it was baptized. I was baptized against no, I'm just kidding. You guys know China actually invented TikTok because they wanted to control everything that went viral? Relax. Ozzy Osbourne ate a bat and he was fine for a while, sort of. No, it's because Ozzy Oz dead now. Also, Rip Hulk Hogan, right? You know, like his shirt. It's weird. The last time I saw Hulk Hogan, he was at a Trump rally, and I don't know if you guys are Bible people, but I read in the Bible that the trumpets will sound at the apocalypse. But maybe it's the Trump dance. I don't know, it's so hard to translate. Tricky. No, because I always thought the fall of mankind was going to be a wrestling move. But China, sorry, I just screwed that joke up. That's okay, I'll do it again. You know, Trump's really into wrestling almost as much as he loves golf, or like renaming golfs. And but he's not a misogynist like you would think. His favorite wrestler is actually China. Yeah, you wouldn't know. Did you guys know the Chinese language is actually called Mandarin? It's just none of them can pronounce it. Yeah, it's okay. You know, a lot of people think China's going to take over the world, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find a chink in their armor somewhere. Guys, with a Q, you know, like the British Q, like Q-U-E, right? Q-U-E-U-E, like that word is so out of line. Almost as out of line as the opium wars, am I right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. What else we got? Here's the thing, right? If you don't want all these kids to do drugs, don't call it DARE. That's exactly the wrong word they need to hear right there. Do you guys remember the Magic School Bus? Yeah, and then there was, we invaded Afghanistan, and then there was a Xanax epidemic. Do you guys think they were related at all? Or? It's okay, don't worry about it. You can do some homework on that one. I don't mean to make any blanket statements, but are we still calling them Afghans? Are they considered Oriental, or, you know? It's weird, you know, we caught Bin Laden, right? We got him, or whatever. But then he had a sea burial, and none of us got to see the burial. You guys realize that? It's more like Conceal Team 6. That's okay. Here's a fun fact. Not a lot of people know this. The media actually covers the news. No, it's okay. Here's an example. Like, do you guys remember back in the Cold War, it was like us versus Russia, right? And we were doing the space race thing, right? And they called it the space race, you know? Like, us versus Russia. Who's going to get the space first? Not to space, but like the space, you know? Like Korea, Afghanistan, Vietnam. Like, who's going to get it? They were distracting us with the rockets, guys, but they told us what was going on. It's just kind of like when we were in the 90s, there was all those movies about alien invasions. Independence Day. And now there's all these men in black. Guys, the first instrument of war was actually acoustic. Anyway. No, I mean, that's like, everybody's complaining about all these immigrants, but like, where else are they going to invade? Because we literally overthrew their countries, so they're going to come, the only place that we're not going to invade, the United States, right? Because we're like way too autistic, or pilled out, or financially distraught, or sexually confused. We're not having kids, right? It's the perfect plan. Raise a kid. I'm trying to raise my credit score. What the hell are you talking about? No, it's real. Here's my question. If I have all this, all right, if time is money, and I have all this free time, where's my free money? You know what I mean? Like, there's a tip jar in the back. Guys, God is love. And love is blind. And Ray Charles is blind. And Ray Charles is dead. God is dead. Nietzsche. That's the whole quote. You know, not a lot of people know. Anyway, I think I'm killing it up here, personally. Guys, I'll leave you with this, because adios in Spanish, I don't know if you know, it means literally go with God. And in the French, you would say adieu. It also means go with God. But in the English-speaking world, our God has always been money, so we say goodbye. Anyway, thanks for paying attention, guys. You guys ready for some more comedy tonight? Yeah,
Keep it going for Charlie, everybody. Charlie Reese.